What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here at the Hate and Hype video for the Washington football team, week 2 of the 2021 NFL season. And where do I even begin with Washington? You know, the Washington man makes me laugh. You know why they make me laugh, man? Because the Washington fan has so little to brag about that they have to sit there and proclaim themselves champions of the NFC East, winning it with a 7-9 divisional record. As a matter of fact, the last 2 times Washington won this division, it was by default because none of the teams in the NFC East were over 500 the last 2 times they won the division. The equivalent of bragging about a 7-9 record, I mean, what is that? Like the Giancarlo Stanton commercial where he hits a home run off a Little League pitcher. It's like a Major League batter hitting a home run off a 10-year-old, and you're proud of yourself. You know, I mean, come on, man. What is there to be proud of about that? As a matter of fact, that's embarrassing. Really, as embarrassing as the Giants have been for the last decade, I mean, you could say Washington's been that embarrassing for the last 3 decades. I mean, it's really pathetic and piss poor. I mean, they are so bad that, you know, there's no group of people, there's no inanimate object, like nothing wants to lend their name to the football team that plays in the District of Columbia. Okay, so what is the deal with Washington? Why can't you even have a name? Like, they're so bad, like, the Cleveland Indians became the Guardians immediately, and Washington can't decide on a name, and I don't think it's because they can't decide on one. I think it's because nobody wants to be part of it because they're so bad, to be completely honest with you. Let's face it, man, Washington has won 10 games or more 3 times in the last 30 years. 3 times! And every one of those 3 times, it was 10 wins exactly. So it wasn't more than 10. It was 10 wins. They've won 10 games in 3 separate seasons in the last 30 years. They've won 3 playoff games in the last 30 years. How bad do you have to be? You've been the worst in this division. Since then, the Cowboys have won 3 Super Bowls. The Giants have won 2. They've played in 3. Even the Eagles won a Super Bowl since the last time Washington did. My God, man, that is just pathetic. So pathetic. I mean, think about it, man. Eli Manning won more playoff games in 2007 than Washington's won in the last 30 years. It's pretty funny when you think about it. And then the Washington fan always wants to talk about Daniel Jones. Now, I'm not here to sit here and tell you Daniel Jones is great. You all know my feelings on Daniel Jones. But my God, if you're going to talk trash about a quarterback who really hasn't been very good, you should at least be able to beat him. Daniel Jones has won 8 of 27 games in his career, and half of them are against Washington. He is 4-0 against the Washington man. 4-0. That's impressive. You gotta be some sort of bad to lose to Daniel Jones 4 straight times. Add to the fact that there's no team in the history of football that has beaten another team more than the Giants have beaten Washington. Eli Manning, if I'm not mistaken, was something like 24-8 in his career against Washington. The Giants just own you. Really? That could be the name of your team. You could be the Washington Floors because the Giants sweep your ass all the time. You could be whatever. The Giants bitches. You know, you could just call yourself whatever. I don't care. But we all know the ownage of the New York Giants over the Washington football team is legendary. Okay? You guys are no good. And then it's all let's talk about, oh, we're going to be great. We're going to be great. We're going to be great. And you lose at a Chargers. I mean, I picked you guys to win the game. And don't worry about it. Don't be like, oh, the Giants. Don't worry. I'm going to talk about the Giants here in a second. Don't worry about it. We'll try. It's equal opportunity here. It's equal opportunity with the Giants. All I'm saying, Washington, man, is this. You ain't good. You ain't been good in years. I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school last time Washington was worth anything. I'm 45. I'm sorry, as a sophomore. I kind of messed my math up. But so, whatever it was. I was in high school last time you were worth anything, okay? So if that's what you're going to hang your hats on with no names, you're going to hang your no-named hats on winning a division at 7-9, more power to you. And if I was that pathetic for 30 years, if the Giants are that pathetic for the next 20 years, and we win the division at 7-9, I may be in that bucket too, but right now I'm not. Get yourself together, Washington, man. Have a little pride. I mean, it used to be the Washington Redskins, man. You know, they were fighters. They were brave, man. They were warriors. What the hell happened to the Washington fan base? Since when does such a proud fan base got to hang their hat, their no-named hat, in a 7-9 divisional title? Get it together, Washington, man. New York Giants. I ain't going to yell or scream at you. All you got to do is go back and look at that pathetic performance that you laid out there against Denver the other night. You're not going 0-2. That defense was bad. Daniel Jones with a bad turnover, drop passes, penalties, our head coach not knowing the rules, and Joe Judge, I ain't buying that. I was throwing the flag to get the rough. What were you trying to show him, Joe? You're making excuses. Stop making excuses. Players and coaches don't make excuses, man. They make plays. Make plays. I'm not going to sit here and every week after week come out here and scream at the New York Giants to get themselves together. I shouldn't have to motivate the Giants. I shouldn't have to motivate the fan base. But the fact of the matter is, New York Giants, you came out and sucked. And that was an epic level of suck that you laid out there. The pundits were right. They gave you no respect. You got little respect. Some media analysts actually did give you respect. A lot of the fan base was hyped up for what you were going to bring. And all you did was piss your fan base off and give the people that had little respect for you even less respect. And I didn't know that was possible with some people, but that's what you did. Fix it. You had a short week. You ain't got to worry about it. It ain't got to linger. You were better than that last year. You can be better than that this year. Just go out and execute. That's it. You own this team. You've beaten this team. If there's one team that you wanted to see in week 2 after a pathetic performance, it's Washington. Do what you do and beat this team. Wipe the taste out of your mouth. Get yourself some Listerine, some mouthwash. I don't know what other mouthwash there is. Listerine, toothpaste, toothbrush, whatever the hell it is. Wash the taste out of your mouth with Washington. Okay? Washington the taste right out of your mouth. Because you go 1-1, 1-0 in the division, everybody going to forget about what happened last week because this is a what have you done for me lately league. So they ain't going to talk about what you did at Denver. They're going to be talking about what you did against Washington. If you lose, then it's going to start to pile on. And let's face it, the Giants have been a pile for a while. Okay? Same shovel, deeper pile. Start shoveling that shit the hell out of here. You do it starting tomorrow night against Washington. You go on your winning streak. You wash the taste out of your damn mouth in the game against Denver, and we move forward from here. That's what we do. That's all I got in this video, guys. It's the Hape and Hype, baby. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the game. Bad diggity dizzle. Giants Mafia. Peace.